What's up, guys? I'm here with my friend and client, Alastair Kennett, who's going to tell us a little bit about his experience working with me. Hopefully, it's all good. So,
Yeah,
let's get started, Alastair. Could you tell people a little bit about the things that you were struggling with before you started working with me?
sure. So I think the main thing I was struggling with were the general lifestyle um, issues, as you could put it. I guess I was drinking probably a bit too much alcohol day to day. Um, I had more body fat than I would like. Um, that was probably the main issue I had. I think that my body fat percentage was higher than it should have been, even though I've historically always been someone who goes to the gym several times a week, carry a good amount of muscle mass, but really losing that body fat was a real struggle. And I think just having the right attitude around what I was eating and drinking is probably the main thing that I struggled with.
Cool. And so, tell us, what sort of things have you done in the past to try and improve
Um,
the composition?
in
And
terms of,
so, like diet, training, that kind
yeah,
of.
sure. So I've weight trained probably for around 16 years now. And I've never had any issues with putting on weight or muscle in particular, and staying strong. But what I've really struggled with is the weight loss side of things. So I think the things I've tried previously were various diets, um, a lot of them quite low carb, but I think I just was not doing them correctly. I think what I was really struggling with was to get enough calories in a healthy way, whilst also reducing the number of carbohydrates I was eating, and eating carbohydrates at the right times, actually around my training, to get the most benefit from them.
Hmm. And how did you feel like that I could help you?
So I guess the main thing was actually having someone to kind of keep you accountable for your actions day to day. That was probably one of the most useful things, I think, was actually, you might know what you should be doing, you might not, um, but actually having somebody to say that's wrong. Like, you know, why are you letting yourself down by eating too much of this or drinking too much alcohol? You should actually be doing a bit more walking, for example, day to day. You need to increase your step count. That's really going to help. Um, why don't you reduce your alcohol intake day to day? These are some other ways you could do this. And just, having somebody review what you've done day to day means that you're much more likely to stick to it. I think that's one of the key things for me. Um, it kind of adds a bit of beneficial peer pressure almost, which is
Absolutely.
very effective.
Couldn't agree more. And so, could you tell everyone a little bit about what sort of results that you saw and what did you learn in the process?
Mm. Yeah, so actually, I've got some really interesting blood test results. So I take TRT myself, so I get blood test results done very frequently. Let me just find them. So basically, before starting working with you, my cholesterol and lipid profile was not fantastic. My cholesterol was high, my triglycerides were high, and my non-HDL cholesterol was also high. Um, Following working with Dan for probably about a month and a half, all of these were normal. In fact, my lipid profile looked absolutely perfect. I'm happy to share that with you, Dan, if you want. You
Sure.
can, you can share everyone that. Um, what are the other kind of benefits? I mean, body fat percentage went down quite dramatically, actually. And this was even over Christmas time. And I had people saying, you're looking a lot leaner. This probably isn't the best camera angle, but I've definitely lost some body fat. At the same time, I managed to maintain most of my muscle, and I actually increased my strength in most of my compound movements. So pretty impressive, really.
Uh,
And I guess the other thing is just general energy levels were better. I was quite surprised actually at how much energy I had day to day, despite eating a lot less calories than I probably would have done. or would have expected to be eating. Um, and I just generally felt healthier because I was eating so much of the right kind of things.
Excellent. And so
Yeah.
finally, to wrap up, what would you say to someone watching this who's maybe sitting on the fence and about doing something like this?
Well, I'd say, go for it. The thing with stuff like this is it's not just you're not just paying for something that you're going to have for a month or two. You're paying for um, a change in mindset, really. It's certainly changed my approach to how I eat. It's a lifestyle change. It's not just like, oh, I'm going to go on a crash diet for 2 months. It's not like that. It's like I'm going to change how I eat, and as a result of that, I'm going to have a healthier lifestyle for the rest of my life. So, I mean, you can't really put a price on that, to be honest. And I'm still seeing the benefits from it now. So, what more can you say, really?
Right. Thanks so much, Alistair.
No worries. Good to speak to you.